focus on putting one here in this video. So first we're going to put a piece of tape over the area and make a little mark just here in the center. First we're going to drill a small guide hole. When we start drilling, we want to be aiming for the other side of the neck heel. We want to go through the most wood possible for the strongest connection. We can measure the depth first by measuring the screw and marking it on the drill bit with some electrical tape. It'll be a little bit shorter due to the height of the strap button. You want to make sure the drill bit is screwed on tight over the tape. That can be an issue. Angle the drill towards the other side of the neck heel, taking care to avoid the fingerboard. The thin drill bits that we're using for the pilot hole, they break very easily and need to be taken out with pliers if they do break. So we're going to let the drill do the work and just gently push it in. If you come up against some resistance, stop, back the drill back out again, gently, and then try again in the same hole. Once you've finished drilling down to the mark made by the tape on the drill bit, check the fretboard on the other side of the neck heel for any holes or marks. Also feel for any bulges, even if the drill bit hasn't gone all the way through, it might be close to the surface on the other side. So this is fine here. If we do drill through to the other side of the neck heel, we'll take a little bit of wood filler and fill both sides, and then we'll stop and we'll just try somewhere else. It can be very frustrating, so you might need to take a little break if it's taken you a while to get to this point. If the hole's through the fingerboard, that's more of an issue. A small hole in the fretboard is probably not going to be too noticeable and shouldn't affect playability. Ideally, the full-size hole should be the thickness of the inner core of the screw and no thicker. You can eyeball this with a drill bit behind the screw, or you can use a caliper. This way, only the thin coil around the core is cutting through the wood when it's being screwed in. If it's any thicker than the inner coil, you run the risk of screwing the screw in and it being loose. So now when it comes to screwing in the actual screw, I'm going to screw the screw in manually to be extra cautious. You can slowly screw it in with an electric screwdriver on a low setting, but extra cautious. If you feel any resistance, back the screw out. We don't want to damage the top of the screw. If we damage the top of the screw, we would have to take some time with a pair of pliers trying to get the screw back out again. Or we'd have to use specific drill bits, which first dig a channel, and then you flip around and you back the screw out that way. There are another bits you can use, but you have to hammer them in, and I wouldn't do that because you'd smash the absolute fuck out of your acoustic. So now that we've got the screw screwed all the way in, we'll back it back out again. Peel off the tape. Put our... So you've got what it's called. This is the whole point of the video. Strap button. Put the strap button back on over the screw and screw the screw in nice and tight. So if you find the screws rocking back and forth, or if you're screwing it in and you're finding that it just keeps screwing into nothing, then that isn't stable enough, and that'll only be filled in with some wood filler, and then a new hole's going to need to be drilled. We can try again here below the previous hole or on the bottom. This is one of the 2 points the guitar is going to be held on, so it should feel secure. There's already a screw at the bottom of the guitar. I think a lot of guitars have this for a stand. If it's not there, then what you want to do is aim for the center here on the bottom of the guitar. You want to take care drilling straight whenever you're drilling the hole in. If it feels like the drill is just spinning in air after you've gotten through the body, then that's not a secure enough place to hang the guitar off. What we want to do is we want to hit into and secure the strap button on a piece of wood that's below the guitar body. Okay, so it's done now. Let's see if it works. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Gross. Hate saying that. Anyway, this is a video about woodworking, not about how to play the guitar, clearly.